I want to tell you a story about my father. He was a college graduate, Holy Cross in Massachusetts. He was a naval officer in World War II. Smart guy, witty guy, big guy, 6'3". He had an unbelievable potential to make money, but he never did because he was afraid. He was a depression kid. Now, my grandfather was a police officer in New York City during the Depression, and my family had an income because the police officers were kept on. They had to be. So my father wasn't deprived, but he saw everybody in his Brooklyn neighborhood suffering on the food lines. He was scared. Never bought a stock. Never. Now, he didn't earn a big salary. He was an accountant, but not a certified public accountant. He worked in a big company, Caltex, in New York City, commuted every day from Long Island, Levittown. Didn't earn a lot of money. A low-level guy. Stayed there, never tried to get another job. All right, accepted what they gave him. So when my father died, young at age 62 from melanoma, he left my mother bonds, okay? Enough money so my mother could live, but I had to help her financially. But all of those years, my father never made any money because he didn't invest his money. He wouldn't buy any stocks because he's afraid there'd be another depression. This mentality of not investing in your country, in capitalism, is what keeps the income inequality the way it is. So in every public school in the country, capitalism should be taught. This is what you do. Now, my father gave me good advice. He said, whatever you make, and I started working at 10 years old. I cut lawns, I shoveled snow, but I worked from 10 on. He said, whatever you make, you save 10% of that, no matter what it is. And I did. I saved more than that when I got, I didn't have any money coming out of college. I was broke, all right? So I started my career in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and they didn't pay me anything, $150 a week, all right? But even that paltry wage, I saved a few bucks. And I put it into accounts. And I bought stocks. Not crazy stocks, but, big companies that I knew weren't going to go bankrupt, paid a little dividend, a little interest. And I did that every week. I didn't even think about it. I just did it. All right? Buy here, buy there. It wasn't crazy, didn't gamble, never gambled, didn't speculate very much. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? So I worked for 45 years for corporations. 45 years. I had the IRAs, I had the retirements, I had my union, I built it. This is what capitalism is. You build it. And then you get into a position where you're financially independent. Progressives don't want that. They want everybody to get a little piece of the pie given by the big central government, Big Brother. But no more than that. We'll take anything away from you. Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, we're going to take it. You're not entitled to my stuff. I worked for it. You didn't. And the roads here are terrible. And I don't get anything because I send my kids to Catholic school. Why? Because there's discipline in a Catholic school. And in most public schools, there is no discipline. They don't teach you about capitalism. They don't teach you much at all in the public schools anymore. It's all politically correct garbage. We're an oppressive nation. If 34% of the workforce is earning more than $100,000 a year, we are not an oppressive nation. And they're not all white. That's just the biggest lie in the world. So I saw what happened to my father. And I said, never going to happen to me. All right? I'm a conservative investor. Very conservative. I don't like to lose money that I work hard for. But I did invest, and I built, and I took some chances. Not big chances, but some. And I didn't work I moved 15 times, 10 times in 15 years, working my way up in the TV business because I wanted more. And I wasn't going to settle. This is capitalism. I thought I could get there, and I did. How's that taught? Your urchins know that? Anybody teaching that? No. Because again, to the socialists, to the progressives, capitalism is evil. Does Joe Biden think capitalism is evil? No, he doesn't. Joe Biden has taken millions of dollars out of the public square, leveraging his position as senator, vice president, to amass money for himself and his family. Documented. Documented. He's not a socialist. I'm not accusing him of any wrongdoing. I'm just telling you what the truth is.